Hello, 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 hello. I'm glad you're here with me. I just wanted to do a quick video. As you can tell, all kind of craziness jumped off over the weekend down in my home state, in my area that I grew up in, Montgomery, Alabama. And yeah, buddy, it's been wild, 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 wild. How y'all doing? How's everybody? Oh my God, this is funny. This is hilarious. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. God is God is a good God. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is, ladies and gentlemen. God is a good God. You hear me? Let me get this straight. So, um, I'm outside because it's a nice day. But yeah, so a lot of people don't know the backstory about that area, Montgomery, Alabama, where that blessed event took place. They don't know. So, being that I'm from there, I figured I'd tell you. So, what happened? That very spot is where they used to dock the barges and the riverboats and bring the slaves up to be sold on the banks of the river. This is also less than a half a mile away from Dexter Avenue Baptist Church, where Dr. Martin Luther King started the Montgomery bus boycott and the civil rights movement. And the state capitol is right behind Dexter Avenue Church. It's all straight up the hill, straight shot, less than a half a mile from the shores of that river. Yesterday, the day before this event took place, Trump was in Montgomery at a rally, and I guess these people was feeling themselves and felt entitled and emboldened, and figured they would put their hands on some peoples, and it didn't end well. It didn't end well at all. So when you're tired, you're just tired. And this very month, 60 years ago, was the March on Washington led by Dr. Martin Luther King. So, of all places for something like this to jump off, it jumped off in Montgomery, Alabama, where the civil rights movement began. 60th anniversary of the March on Washington. Dr. Martin Luther King's old church was less than a half a mile away, straight up the hill. George Wallace, who used to sit in that state capitol and look down at Martin Luther King on the back steps of his church, and also Montgomery, Alabama, which was the capital of the Confederacy when the southern states broke away from the North and the rest of the country. This was their capital, Montgomery, Alabama. Jefferson Davis took his oath of office on those very same steps of that Capitol building. So that's your backstory to Montgomery, and how ironic all of this was. The day after Trump visits, the birthplace of civil rights, and they caught them hands and some folding chairs and some fists and some feet. So I have never in my life, I don't condone violence, but I have never in my life been prouder to be a black man than I am today. We are no longer protest marching and doing nonviolence and peaceful resistance. You put your hands on us, we're going to put our hands on you back. You started, we're going to finish it. And that's it. Ain't no more of this, oh, let's just forgive them and pray for them. No, we can pray for them after we finish with them. So I've seen some people make comments, well, why did the man hit the woman with the chair? And that's just unnecessary, blah, 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 blah. Well, in 1918, in a little town about a couple of miles north of Valdosta, Georgia, there was a lady by the name of Mary Turner. Mary Turner's husband had got lynched the day before, beaten, killed, and hung. She went and basically made a fuss about what they did to her husband. She was pregnant at the time. What did they do? They beat her, tied her, and hung her upside down off of the edge of a bridge. While she was still alive, they took a knife and cut her belly open, and the pregnant baby fell to the ground. The baby started crying. They stomped the baby to death. Then they filled her body with bullets after they burned her body while she was still alive, set her on fire. So you complained about some man hitting a woman with a folding chair who she jumped in the fight so she get what everybody else got. But you complain about that, but nobody says anything about Mary Turner and people like that. What about Emmett Till? What about all the people that died during the civil rights movement? Those days are over. You started. Be prepared to deal with the consequences of your actions. That brother jumped out. That young boy, 16 years old, he jumped in the water off of a moving. He jumped in the water, swam across that river. I know about that river. I grew up down there. He swam across that river full of snakes and everything else, and dead bodies from years gone by, where the Klan would kill people and dump them in that river. And he swam over there and he helped that man. And he got over there and he went to swinging. My frat brothers and other people that was on that riverboat, they jumped off. They came down the dock. Everybody was putting hands on them jokers. They got dealt with. It is what it is. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say this one time. You better stop letting Trump hype y'all up. Trump has the Secret Service. You don't. I'm gonna say that again. Trump got Secret Service detail. You don't. You start something, you're gonna get dealt with. You're gonna catch them hands, feet, bullets, sticks, bricks, chairs, everything. You're gonna get all of that work. So it's a new day. Y'all be good now. Peace.